500 years ago, you did not have to deal with tons of mercury being pumped into the air, with pesticides drowning your food, with microwaves bouncing all over the skies. We live in a toxic world. What can we do about it? We're going to deal with that next. Welcome, everybody. This is the Life Enthusiast online radio and TV network, restoring vitality to you and the planet. I'm your co-host, Scott Patton. Joining us, as usual, is health coach Martin Patella. Hey, Martin, how you doing today?
That's all right. I'm struggling with too many things on my plate, but I just need to get a bigger plate, I think.
Absolutely. So 2 weeks ago, we started a new 4-week series. So we're halfway through it, The Fundamentals of Vibrant Health. And in week 1, we talked about malnutrition versus superfoods. We discussed ultra-processed foods and how they are, what they are, how to avoid them, and what to eat instead. And we also talked that week about seed oils, which was really, really important. Last week, we tackled the number one pandemic of our time, stagnation. Yep, eating Doritos, drinking Coke, then sitting all day in front of a computer like we are doing right now. It's not what we were designed for. This week, we're going to hit on the third of our big 4, and that's toxicity. And we want to start off, Martin, by, how does toxicity impact our health? And we've got 3 different types. We've got the environmental toxins, we've got toxic relationships, and we have workplace toxicity. Let's talk
about we have metabolic toxicity too.
And we have metabolic toxicity. So where do you want to start?
Well, the stuff that we should really address, number one and first, is the environmental stuff. The understanding we all need to have is that starting about 1800s, industrial process got going. We have created a lot of conveniences for ourselves. We have created very rich and fulfilling lives for many people, more people on the planet than ever before. However, burning coal produces toxic things. One of them is sulfur oxide or dioxide that causes a lot of problems. But more than anything, mercury. Mercury is in coal and is released in the air and is very toxic. And then follow that with petroleum industry, which gave us plastics and later herbicides and pesticides, all of which is being released into the environment. This is the planet Earth. We are in it, on it, within it. When you put something toxic that was previously buried in the ground or never existed before as a herbicide or pesticide, and when you release it out into the environment, it doesn't go anywhere. It's in the environment. So with each succeeding ton of glyphosate that's being put out, there's just simply more and more of it, and it eventually will reach all of us, no matter how hard we try. So we need to now adjust our lifestyles in such a way that we are able to defend against this onslaught of this industrial toxicity.
So I guess one of the major questions when it comes to like our environment and the toxicity is, why haven't our scientists sort of said like, these are the limits? Or, like you were talking about plastic.